Hi everyone, in continuance with my best beauty buys under £10, I thought we would up the budget a little bit and do best buys under £25. So these are all those products that I love, that I really rate. Some of them I've spoken about on my channel before, some of them I might not have, and I'm just realising I am seriously clashing with the background. So apologies if that's a little off-putting, but I did like a bit of yellow today. I felt in a sunny mood, so I thought it had to be done. Let's get straight on with it. If you are new here, hi, I'm Gemma. I upload 2 to 3 videos here on YouTube every single week. I'm also on Instagram if you fancy checking me out over there. And I'd really appreciate it if you would come and join the Pampered Wolf Pack by clicking on that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. So all of the products in this video have been absolute game changers for me. This first one is definitely in that category, and I may have talked about this once or twice on my channel before, maybe 10, 20, 50 times maybe. So I'm not going to go on about it massively because you're probably all bored of me waxing on about it. But anyway, this is from Pat McGrath Labs, and it is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. This is in the shade Light, but there are other shades available if your skin tone is deeper than mine. And believe me, this does blend in. It doesn't look white underneath the under eye, but if you do have a deeper skin tone, don't go for this shade. Go for one of the deeper ones. I think it comes in like a banana shade as well for a colour correcting powder. This is magic stuff. It really is. I don't know how it works. I don't know what's in it. I do not care. It's blurring. It sets my concealer. Any concealer set with this does not crease on me. This also doesn't look dry underneath the eye. I do have to be careful how much I apply. I can apply this with a damp sponge, I can apply this with a dry sponge, and I can also apply this with my fingers. You don't need to use a Pat McGrath concealer for this to work. Like I said, any concealer this works for. So it's just magic. Next product. Now I love this. I adore this. I received one in PR and I was a little bit sort of confused as to what it was for. Was it a lip topper? Was it an actual lipstick? I wore it as a lip topper because I didn't particularly like the shade on its own for me personally, but I've since bought another shade and I would wear this all day long. In fact, I'd wear this to bed. Maybe I wouldn't, but you know what I mean. This is the Lancome Lip Lacquer. It's hydrating, it's nourishing. It feels creamy on the lips, and yet this is long lasting. Once you put this on, it's going nowhere. And it still has that creamy slip to the lip. It doesn't dry down, it doesn't go crusty. It just feels expensive and luxurious, and I really like it. So the one that I got before looks stunning over the top of another lipstick, but it just really wasn't my thing on its own, was the shade 500. The one that I have on today is the shade 202, and it's just to die for. Beautiful, really beautiful. If you're after a long-lasting lipstick that's pigment lasts all day, that doesn't dry the lips, that feels creamy and hydrating, then you need to check these out. Now, prices do vary. I've found these all the way up to £32. And at first, when I had a look, I thought I can't put these in that video, but I have found them for £25, so I am not breaking the rules. Next product, gorgeous, skin-like, glowy, youthful, looks plumping on the skin, it's illuminating. I mean, all the right words in one little tube. This is from Iconic London and it is their sheer blush. I have the shade Cheeky Coral, which is just divine on my skin. Regardless of whether you're wearing a full beat of makeup, this looks so natural on the skin. You can have this looking very sheer, or you can build this up if you want a punchier blush. I love it. I know I've spoken about this on my channel before, but I wanted to put it in here because it's definitely under the £25 mark and it's worth every single penny. The next product comes in two different sizes, a standard size and a miniature travel size, and it's that miniature travel size that is featuring in this video because it's only that one that comes underneath the £25 threshold that I've set for this video. So I wanted to include it because it is hands down the best setting spray that I have ever had on my skin. It is amazing, and you don't have to douse the skin in this. Just a little spray and my makeup looks exactly the same 12 hours later as it did when I first applied it. Now, granted, I don't use setting spray on a daily basis. It's not something that I use because I don't need my makeup to last 18 or 20 hours. However, if I did, if I was going to a wedding and that wedding was first thing in the morning and I knew it was going to go on and we were going to be dancing the night away, this is the product that I would use. Now, I know a lot of people don't like this. I am not one of those people. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It's just unbelievable. It has unbelievable hold. The only thing I don't like about this is that it's got a fragrance, and I think fragrance is a really personal thing. So to have it in a product that you're applying last, I think it's pretty bold. Now, I'm hoping that they have a fragrance-free version of this. I will let you know in a running banner across the bottom of the screen now, because I'm sure I heard somewhere that there is a fragrance-free version of this. If there isn't, the Charlotte Tilbury camp or whoever has taken over the Charlotte Tilbury crown needs to sort that out for everybody, because it's the only negative I have about this product. Have I dreamt it? Do they have one? I don't know. I will, again, let you know across the bottom of the screen. But yeah, hands down, best setting spray that I've ever had on my skin. I don't use it every day, but when I need it, this is the one I reach for. You will have seen this next product feature in a lot of my previous description boxes, plus you'll have seen me use it in lots of different videos as well. This is unquestionably one of my favorite products. This is from Refi and it is the Brow Sculpt. Now, it looks like PVA glue. It also acts like PVA glue as well. It has supreme hold. It definitely does the job. Now, you don't have to have your brows stuck back to the skin. That's how I personally like it at the moment, to make sure that my brows don't move. But this works to fluff up the brows as well and just hold them in place. So once again, you do not have to have your brows stuck back to your skin for this product to be a great product for you. I've used it in numerous different ways, but it definitely has amazing hold. It will not let your brows move. Force 9 gales and you are good to step out of the door. I mean, your hair might be a little bit of a mess when you come in, but your brows will still be standing to attention exactly where you put them before you went out. And I am not suggesting that your brows look like they're waving at you. I'm really not. It was just yeah, I don't know why I did that. Moving on to the next product, and I'm actually questioning why very few people are talking about this product because it's so effective. The only thing I can think of is that a lot of people assume that this is a one-trick pony and can only be used on the eyelids with the use of eyeshadows, and that is really not the case. This is from Pat McGrath Labs and it is the Intensifies Artistry Wand. Now, primarily, this is to be used on the eyelids to intensify the shade of the eyeshadow and also to stick those shadows and those pigments and those glitters to the eyelids so that they don't flake everywhere. I like it for that and I think it's very effective. In fact, I'll show you a couple of swatches on the screen now of some eyeshadow, one with the use of the Artistry Wand and one on bare skin. You'll notice that the one that has the Artistry Wand underneath it looks far punchier than the one that is just used on bare skin. It's delightful. It really is a product that is super, super effective. However, once again, this can be used in various different ways. I like to use this with other powder products and it seriously works. So if you want your highlight to be punchier, just apply a little bit of this where you're going to apply your highlight and then apply your highlight on top of it, and wow, highlight that you can see from the moon. Also, if you have a blemish and concealer won't quite cover it up, Put a little bit of this on the top of your concealer and then apply a coloured powdered product over the top of that, and it will intensify and really stick that powder to the blemish and cover it over completely effortlessly. So this isn't just to be used on the eyelids. Obviously that's what it was made for, but there are other uses for it as well. So if you did buy this already and thought I'm not getting my use out of it, then there are another couple of ways that you can use it right there, because it was pricey, but it's definitely worthwhile for me. This actually looks very glue-like, like a glue stick that you'd find in most classrooms, but it doesn't feel sticky at all. It's actually quite smoothing on the skin, quite silicone-like. I've no idea how it attracts pigment or powder particles, but it does, it works. So if you haven't tried this already, I love it. The next Best Buy features heavily on my channel. In fact, I don't think I've used another colour corrector since I found this one. This is from NARS and it's the Radiant Creamy Colour Corrector in the shade Light. It's very effective. It's creamy, it's hydrating, it's nourishing, it's non-drying, and yet it does dry down and it doesn't crease. I only apply this to the areas of pigmentation underneath my eyes, and because I actually put this to one side to feature in this video today, I forgot to put it on underneath my concealer, and I'm kicking myself because you can still see some bluey purpley tones poking through that concealer, and that would not have happened if I'd had this on. It's amazing stuff. It really is, and it's so comfortable and lightweight to wear. This is in the shade Light. It's a really nice peachy tone. They do other tones for skin tones that are deeper than mine, so you should be able to find one that matches you nicely, but yeah, a favourite of mine, a real favourite. If you're after a nourishing oil cleanser for your first cleanse, or even for your first and second cleanse, and you're wanting to feel like you are relaxing in a spa, look no further. This is one of my favourite, hands down, oil cleansers. It's beautiful. Now, I used to talk about the Bare Minerals Oil Obsessed cleanser all the time. That has now been discontinued and been replaced with this beauty. This is the Bare Minerals Hydrating Cleansing Oil, and it's gone over slightly. It's £26, but that extra pound is worth everything. This makes me feel so luxurious and relaxed. The scent of this is just a little bit of heaven. It really is, and it removes everything I want it to remove. It does contain fragrance and essential oils, and I know that there are a few of you who are sensitive to those ingredients, so this one won't be for you. But the fragrance and essential oils in this product is what makes it sing for me. It's just lush. This next item are for those days when you need a little bit of pampering or a bit of self-care. Maybe you're worried about your dark circles, you've got dry under eyes, maybe you're looking a little tired, maybe your eyes are a little bit puffy. These will probably work for you. They have definitely worked for me. These are the Detoxify Depuffing Eye Patches from Pixi, and I was going to show you in the tub, but in a previous take I did take the lid off and then try and sort of scoop like that, and yeah, all the patches fell out, so I've now got a rather wet patch in front of me. I'm not going to do that again. It's taken me a while to get these back in the container, so for fear that I will have to do that again for the second time, here is an image of them on the screen for you now. So these are instantly depuffing and reviving hydrogel patches. These will leave your under eyes refreshed, hydrated and soothed. They're infused with cucumber to help soothe and nourish. Hyaluronic acid and caffeine also helps to smooth, depuff and hydrate the under eye. I love them. They're really beautiful. I don't think this has got a fragrance to them. Every single time I've worn them, if it does, it's very subtle. I've had a look on the ingredients. I can't see anything, so if there is a fragrance in here, it's definitely a natural fragrance in the form of an oil. I love them. I really do. They're a really nice addition to a nice pamper routine. Or you can use these on a daily basis first thing in the morning to depuff the eye area to make you look more refreshed and awake. There are 30 pairs of the pads in here, so 60 in total. I really like them. So thank goodness we are on to the last item, because all the notes in front of me are now splodges of ink thanks to the Pixie Detoxify Eye Patch Serum, which is now spreading quite nicely all over the page anyway you live and learn. This last item is from Iconic London, and it is the Precision Duo Contour Pot. Now, this is amazing for anybody pretty much, but it's amazing for me because I have fair skin and I have never been able to find a contour shade that is suitable for a fair complexion. I now have. This is fantastic. In fact, it is so fair, I am actually considering buying the shade up for those days that I just want a little bit more. This is for those subtle days where I just want there to be a slight shadow on my cheek. I don't want anything too in your face. I just want it to be subtle but effective. This is lovely. So it has a powder contour on the top, and then if you open it up, which my only niggle with this is it's very difficult to open. On the bottom you have a cream contour shade there. So bottom cream, top powder. It's beautiful on the skin. It's really subtle and natural. It's very easy to apply, effortless to blend out. If you follow the directions, you are supposed to apply the cream product underneath foundation or tinted moisturizer and then blend it out that way, and then apply the powder product over the top. But really, you can apply however you want to. If you want to apply this over the top of foundation to get a punchier look, you can do that as well. You know, there are no rules when you buy a product. You use it as you want to, but I find it very effective using the product as it's supposed to be used, or as the directions pointers in the direction of. That didn't really make sense, but you know what I mean. So I hope I've covered all of the points that I wanted to mention about this product. Now my notes are all one big splodge, but here's hoping that is the end of this video. I really hope you found it helpful and entertaining in some way. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.